pleasure to see you as if I've never seen you before.
Thank you.
We were talking about the dynamic of family, and the fact this reminded me of me and my sister, and how two girls can grow up in the same household with a different perception of what is going on.
Yeah. I think it's really interesting where we're born in our family, oldest, middle, youngest,
True.
and how that informs your whole life. I see that with my own two children, how you parent the first one is very different from the second one, and that really creates part of what goes into creating the people that we are.
And we talked about that in rehearsal so much. Like, when did Barbara leave? When did Karen leave? And that Ivy stayed, and how I felt like Karen was just neglected. By the third kid, they're just like, huh? Who's that girl? So that definitely helped us create the backstory for our character, and how they were all raised, but also how people just react to things differently. And yeah.
Is it the kind of role where the backstory is much bigger than the role itself? And do you get into it?
I think the backstory definitely informs the character that you're playing, because you can have an idea, but then you can get a whole other idea by whatever the writer and the director have come up with. And they sent us a book. I got like an August Osage County book with images of the place now, the place 50 years ago, images that just evoked the feeling that they wanted to create between the sisters and the place. And what was the other part of the question?
Just the backstory. I love
the
when
backstory, yes,
directors give you a sort of foundation and visual stimulation, and us also living in this tiny town in Oklahoma, that fuels what we might have grown up in. And just the isolation and the vastness, the beauty, but the fact that you feel so alone, all those qualities, these are definitely things that get in your blood as when you're creating a role. But with this type of material, Tracy Letts, it's so well written that the characters kind of just jump off the page.
Just a final question before they wrap me up about the awards buzz on this film. How much would you like to have it? Well, it's here.
I honestly, I don't care.
We're not thinking, honestly, listen, when you're in this business, honey, I don't want to be one of these ladies, but we're really just happy to be on this great motion picture.
That we got to make this movie, and now people get to see it, feels like the reward.
Yeah.
For me.